All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tom. I'm a developer at Code the Dream, and this is Luis, our benefits expert. A little bit about Code the Dream. We are a growing national nonprofit focused on inclusive opportunity and innovation. At Code the Dream, we envision a world in which innovation comes from all of us and benefits all of us. Today, I'm very excited to share with you the work we've been developing. Public benefits programs are complicated while the information is not easily accessible online in any centralized way. So we're introducing our RAG-based AI assistant to support community benefits navigators. With our tool, navigators can quickly get access to the benefits. With our tool, navigators can quickly get access to public benefits programs and quickly get answers about its clients' eligibility, streamlining the process and improving outcomes. But how do we know that our application is reliable and is actually beneficial to people who will be using it? We constructed a testing suite that focuses on the accuracy of information and also, so we constructed a testing suite that focused on the accuracy of information, and we created a data set that contained questions and expected answers that we will most likely see in production about benefits. Then in each run, we tested different prompts, models, and consistency under different conditions. After that, we have a human subject matter expert review the responses and scoring for accuracy. We then combine both of the scores and see the overall performance. Now I would like to introduce Luis to talk more about our research and findings.
So for the Policy2Code challenge, we wanted to test two hypotheses. First, would our Retrieval-Augmented Generated LLM-based model, so our RAG model, with a prompt limiting the response to information with the program docs, provide a more accurate response than the assistant by itself? And second, would the RAG-based model follow the prompt limiting responses to information in the program docs when we purposely didn't provide any program docs? So would it just make stuff up? We first ran the test, our standardized test questions through the AI assistant with no prompt and no program docs. So this is not the RAG model. This is just the assistant by itself to establish a baseline. We found that it was not very accurate, only about 50% accurate when scored by another LLM and 30% scored by a human expert. Second, we ran the test questions through our RAG model with a prompt that instructed the assistant not to answer unless it could find the information in the program documents, and we purposely didn't upload any program documents. We hoped the model would say, sorry, we cannot respond because we do not have this information in the program documents, but we found that it often did provide a substantive response, and like the first test run, these were not very accurate. Finally, we ran our test questions through our RAG-based model with the same prompt limiting responses to information in the program documents, and we uploaded a limited number of program documents for the North Carolina Medicaid program. We were very pleased with the accuracy of our model. Even with minimal program documents, we achieved 90% accuracy when scored by an LLM, and that only decreased by about 2%. Oh, I'm sorry, I have not been flipping my slides. This was our second data set. This is our third. So you can see that we had about 90% accuracy when scored by the LLM, and that only decreased by a couple of points when scored by a human expert. So to summarize our findings, in response to our first question, we found that yes, the RAG-based model with program documents is more accurate than the AI assistant ourselves. For our second question, we found that no, the AI does not follow instructions and continue to provide substantive responses when it shouldn't. So for our final insights, initially, we imagined this tool for the general public, but we decided to redirect our use case to focus on community benefits navigators for a couple of reasons. The first is a lot of the best practices around risk management and misinformation suggested that AI-generated information should be run through human experts. And then the second is that we want to expand, provide a reliable and accurate tool that will help expand the capacity of experienced navigators to serve more people by being able to more quickly access information, and also limit the time and training and onboarding of new benefits navigators to help get them up to speed more quickly. So moving forward, I think we would improve our testing by soliciting test questions directly from community benefits navigators to make sure we're really testing information that is applicable, and also adding a user feedback feature on our ultimate model. We would also like to test for criteria beyond accuracy, which is all we tested for now, like readability and understandability. And we'd also like to look at how the number of program documents, either reducing or chunking methods and different things like that, impacts accuracy. For BenCon, we just focused on questions about the Medicaid program in North Carolina because of the short timeline, but we'd like to expand this to all benefit programs in North Carolina and create a model that's easily adaptable to other states. So for our artifacts, I will pass back to Tom.
And to summarize, this is what we discovered. There are limitations having LLM evaluating other LLMs. So we follow the methodology of having human verify LLM. And for evaluation metrics, we find these useful and apply them for all of our human evaluation. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.